collection video. Up today is the Dreamcast collection. This is quickly becoming a kind of a prized possession in my collection. As I've mentioned, I'm actively seeking out the last 70 or so titles. I'm at 178 of 240 something. If anybody knows the exact number of North American released Dreamcast games, I think it's around 240 range. But feel free to let me know in the comments below. I'm out of breath, is what I am. It's tough to find an exact number of Dreamcast titles released in North America, actual releases, not homebrews and stuff like that. So, like I said, 178 of around 240. This is the first time that I've actually had to resort to getting games at retail or eBay or local trades and stuff like that. Just because I don't find this stuff garage selling or at thrift stores, which is the means of that I normally get my collection from. So it's a attainable goal because there was only 240 something games or 250 released, and yeah, as I said, it's probably my all-time favorite system. I still remember waiting in line at 12 a.m. on 9/9/99, September 9th, 1999. I was in line with my girlfriend, a friend of mine. I remember taking it home and playing till about 6 a.m. in the morning. I think it was my last year of high school. Anyways, me and my friends spent probably more time playing the Dreamcast than any other system. The 4-player, we used to play NBA games, Power Stone, we played tons of. Just some great memories in my friend's basement, playing Dreamcast and doing other things that we definitely shouldn't have been doing. Yeah, so, I mean, pretty good memories, I guess. So I should get right into this. Yeah, like I always say, if you like the collection videos, feel free to give me a thumbs up, like the video, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and check out the Facebook page below. So, where am I going to start here? I guess I'll start from this side. It's still a little awkward with this wrist. Anyways, the first game here is Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. Just a whole bunch of older Genesis games. From what I remember, the emulation was okay. I think there's a Saturn game on here too. It's hard to remember. Shining Force, Golden Axe, Sonic the Hedgehog, Columns, Virtual Cop 2, Revenge of Shinobi. Yeah, I think it's mainly Genesis games from what I remember. Up next is Extreme Sports. Army Men, Sarge's Heroes. Yeah, at the time the PS1 was out, so this was kind of the lead console for me. Games tended to be better on the Dreamcast. The graphics were quite a bit better. And I love the controller. I'm a big fan of the Dreamcast controller. Disney's Dinosaur. Man. Vanishing Point. The Sega Dreamcast was fantastic for racing games. Really, really shined when it came to racing games. The Grinch. Ooga Booga. Multiplayer game there. Buzz Lightyear. Still haven't played this one. Urban Chaos. Confidential Mission. It's a I thought it was a gun game, but it's not listed on the back. It's a shooting game. I remember with the Sega gun. I don't know if it's called Zapper or what. These are new pickups here. Virtua Striker 2. Caesar's Palace 2000. Iron Aces, like an air combat game. Virtua Fighter 3TB. Donald Duck Going Quackers. Snowcross. I always love these snowmobile games. There's a bunch on the PS1, and this one's quite fun from what I remember. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, another kind of underrated game. Great. It's basically a kart racing game, but it's pod racers. Jeremy McGrath's Supercross 2000. NFL 2K2, some of the best NFL games ever. The Sega sports games. Fantastic stuff. Ducati World, bike racing game. Surf Rocket Racers. I just got this. I gotta try this out. I don't remember this game when I had the system back in the day. 4x4 Evo. Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. ECW Anarchy Rules. That one's a little more uncommon than the other one. Railroad Tycoon 2. Time Stalkers. Half decent RPG. Gigawing. It's a shmup. Gigawing 2 is pretty much the most expensive game on the Dreamcast. It's going for like $80 to $100 on eBay, so that's going to be a tough one for me to get. Yeah, I recently picked that up, which I posted the deal on Facebook. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. These are getting kind of more expensive too. My arm's already getting sore. There. Soul Calibur, fantastic game. I believe it was a launch game. I think I had that game day one. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Toy Commander. Silver. Test Drive V-Rally. Soldier of Fortune. Star Wars Demolition. NBA 2K1. Probably one of the games that I played the most in my entire life. We used to play 4-player street ball all night long. Quake 3 Arena. I just remember being Kevin Garnett in that game, just dominating people, rebounds, block shots. That game was so much fun because it was the best shot blocking game that I've ever played. I'm a big basketball game fan, and it was a little bit overpowered, but it was to the point where somebody would take it to the hoop, and it was actually, they had to be careful. Like I would block everything, which was really fun. And they used to send the ball flying at one of the cameras. I remember that as awesome. Phantasy Star Online. Alien Front Online. This is F355 Challenge. Passion Rossa. Italian racing game. Metropolis Street Racer, fantastic game. NFL 2K1. D2, really good on the Dreamcast. I believe it was originally a Saturn game, I think. The King of Fighters Evolution. Some great fighters in the Dreamcast. ECW Hardcore Revolution. Atari Anniversary Edition. Ultimate Fighting Championship. Who would have thought after playing that, I played this to death too, that UFC would get as big as it did. And the games that they produce now compared to that one. Still, actually, this game really does, it still holds up. Shenmue, fantastic game. Web browser. That's pretty much useless. Demolition Racer. Evolution. Slave Zero. Spec Ops 2 Omega Squad. Spider-Man. And Alone in the Dark. Next up, House of the Dead 2. Fantastic shooting game. Monaco Grand Prix. Sydney 2000. Dead or Alive 2. Speed Devils. Incoming. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Awesome Street Fighter games on the Dreamcast. Sega Rally Championship. Really great game. TNN Hardcore Heat. Still haven't tried that one. Tomb Raider The Last Revelation. Tokyo Extreme Racer. Fighting Force 2. Flag to Flag. IndyCar game. Unreal Tournament. I loved playing that back in the day. Dino Crisis. Again, in my opinion, better on the Dreamcast. Namco Museum. I have to switch that case. NBA 2K2. They actually, shot blocking wasn't as prevalent in this one, so I didn't like it as much. But still, like, these graphics, this is still a fun game to play today. It's amazing how well this holds up. Just mind-blowing for that day and age to see graphics like that and animations. Jet Grind Radio, awesome game, very Japanese, must-have. South Park Chef's Love Shack. I can't wait for that South Park RPG to come out. I've been really, really anticipating that one, and I should be able to play it with this. It's not too much crazy left thumbstick work. So, Skies of Arcadia, great Dreamcast RPG. Tee Off. NHL 2K2, the NHL games were quite good too. Sega Sports was just amazing back in the day. Air Force Delta, until they got crushed by EA. Virtual On, I'm not going to pronounce the rest of that. I was very close to spending like $800 on a massive Dreamcast lot, and it had the controller that went with this. I forget what it's called, a dual something, or twin stick I think it's called. Has the 2 sticks controller, and it's only used for this game, but it looked like it was a lot of fun. I was pretty upset when I lost that, actually. Had 2 of the really nice Dreamcast arcade sticks, a whole pile of games. It would have been a great deal, even at $800. I mean, I would have kept what I needed and probably flipped the rest. Miss Pac-Man, Maze Madness, Hoyle Casino, Heavy Metal, Arrow Wings. There's surprisingly not, well, I guess there's not a lot of games to begin with on the Dreamcast, but not a lot of shovelware. Expendable, Sword of the Berserk, Spawn in the Demon's Hand, Suzuki All-Star Extreme Racing, Wild Metal, Rayman 2, Centipede, Virtua Tennis. No Dreamcast game is complete without Virtua Tennis. I can't remember. I should have looked up what the launch titles were. I don't remember getting this at launch, but it was close to it, and it really, I mean, it made tennis games popular. Playing this 4-player or 2-player was just absolutely amazing. Choo Choo Rocket, absolutely love this game. Again, very Japanese. Absolutely a must-have game. Not very expensive to pick up either. The Dreamcast, for the most part, is relatively affordable. I'd say 80% of the games are, I don't know, $10 to $15 or under. Tokyo Extreme Racer 2. It's just that top 20% that can... but even then, I mean, the most expensive game, like I said, is about $80. Nothing obscenely expensive. Crazy Taxi. Fantastic game. Shadow Man. Another one. I gotta fix that case. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I played both of Tony Hawk's on the Dreamcast. A little awkward with the controller, not as good as the PlayStation, but graphics, in my opinion, were much better. The Ring, Terror's Realm. 18-wheeler American Pro Trucker. Kind of pretty much like Crazy Taxi, if someone to remember. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. NBA Hoops. Worms Armageddon. And there's the original Tony Hawk. Rippin' Riders. ESPN Track and Field. WWF Attitude. Four-Wheel Thunder. Wacky Races. Cannon Spike. Here's one of the more expensive games. I actually picked this up, I think, maybe last summer for, I think it was like $35. It was actually a really good deal. That's going for like 50 or 60 now, I think. NFL Blitz 2000. Mortal Kombat Gold. I Spy, or Industrial Spy. I Spy, Industrial Spy, Operation Espionage. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Striker Pro 2000. Starlancer. Sonic Shuffle. Echo the Dolphin. There's a franchise that can stay dead, in my opinion, and I really don't know what they would do with an updated Echo game in this day and age. NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. Used to love these arcade basketball games. NFL 2K, NBA 2K, NHL 2K, Test Drive Le Mans, Trick Style, Ready to Rumble, another launch game that I picked up. That was a hell of a lot of fun playing that first night. Nightmare Creatures, Hydro Thunder, another must-have in my opinion. Conflict Zone, Tennis 2K2, Matt Hoffman Pro BMX, Sega Marine Fishing. The fishing games, in my opinion, the most fun fishing games ever produced. not that I play a whole lot of them, but on the Dreamcast with that fishing rod controller, actually quite a bit of fun. Grandia 2, NFL Blitz 2001, Rush 2049, Daytona USA, Deep Fighter. Here's my copy of Strumwind, not a homebrew, it's a recently released title. It's a shoot 'em up. Power Stone 2, Marvel vs. Capcom, Sonic Adventure, really, really great game, another must own. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Project Justice, Sonic Adventure 2, almost like Sonic Advance, Revolt, F1 World Grand Prix, Silent Scope, 102 Dalmatians, Roadsters, Real Fishing Wild, NBA or World Series Baseball 2K1, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Again, this is where I first played Code Veronica. Really fantastic game. Dynamite Cop, really fun arcade beat 'em up. NFL Quarterback Club 2000, Blue Stinger, The Typing of the Dead. This is actually still sealed. I picked this up brand new sealed a while back, and it was like under $10. I don't know why it was so cheap, but I jumped on it. If you haven't tried The Typing of the Dead, you can actually buy it on Steam now. They released it. Really, really cool. No, they released the new version, House of the Dead Overkill, but now they added typing support, which is really awesome. WWF Royal Rumble, and you can actually buy word packs. They have like a mature rated one, so it has like swear words and stuff like that, and it's pretty interesting. Theme packs and for the words that you have to type. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go check a YouTube video of Typing the Dead. Really, really strange, but surprisingly addictive. Sega GT, Vigilante 8 Second Offense, Crazy Taxi 2, Resident Evil 2. This is actually getting pretty expensive, like in the $50 range. I picked that up at a garage sale for a couple bucks, I think 2 summers ago. Samba de Amigo, Qbert, Virtua Athlete 2000, Super Magnetic Neo, Power Stone, and probably my favorite game on the Dreamcast, I'd have to say, Power Stone. I like it better than Part 2. Phantasy Star Online, and the only All-Stars one, I need to get rid of this and get the black label, Sega Bass Fishing. Championship Surfer, MTV Skateboarding, who is it? Andy McDonald, Max Steel, Dave Mira Freestyle BMX, NCAA 2K2, Tomb Raider Chronicles, and the last one is Hidden and Dangerous. So that is it for my Dreamcast collection. I recently picked up the Sega Sports Edition to go with my main gaming area there. That's in a recent pickup video. I have, maybe I'll just bring that camera over quickly. So here is some of my Dreamcast stuff. There's the box keyboard back there. What else? Up top there is my box system box controller. I have one of my white system down here on my retro TV. And then, as I said, there's the gun there. I've got the fishing controller. I can't bend down here. There's the gun. This isn't working. I'm trying to hold this on my tripod here. And then I've got my the new Sega Sports, the black version, down here in my main entertainment system, and that's got the VGA box hooked up. If you haven't seen a Dreamcast with a VGA box connected, it's really something to see. The graphics really translate to a nice like LCD TV. Works really well. Anyways, I got a whole bunch of different colored controllers too. There's the black Sega Sports one that I was just playing with. And that's pretty much it, guys. So once again, thanks for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you to all my new subscribers. And I guess that's it. Next up,
probably PS2. I always say I'm going to do this next, and it always changes. So I'll probably do PS2, then maybe on to Genesis, something like that. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Later.